So we're here in Stony Batter on, I wouldn't quite say a sunny day, but maybe a little bit of a dull day, but you know, it's a bit of warmth here. It's May. I'm talking to Crayonsmith, there's a dog barking in the background. And for people who maybe might not be familiar with the history of Crayonsmith, Ciaran, do you want to talk me a little bit through that, about where you started off yourself making your lo-fi music on a 4-track, I do believe, to now?
Yeah, and making songs in 4-track, and then about 2004 started gigging, got 2 friends involved, and played like gigs till about 2009. Put out 2 albums, and then took a break, just went back to writing, took a break from gigging. And the 2 lads who I was playing with, I was like, I just need a break. So thanks a million. Go on with your other projects. And then I know Wayne for years. We played gigs with Wayne's old band Waiting Room, and I said to Wayne, I've got these songs, do you want to come in on them? And then Richie as well. But the thing about this was it wasn't my thing. It was like a 3-way kind of like a band as opposed to one dude and like getting his mates in. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So it would have been initially you kind of doing mostly everything really until it maybe came to the live, or maybe came to the kind of the last.
It kind of just like I'd arrive with the start, the 0-0 and the 344 or whatever, and then the lads would do their bass in there. Are you laughing at that? Are you? and the lads doing their parts then, like Ro playing bass and Rue playing keys and stuff. And
Wayne, how did you feel there when Ciaran came up to you and said, "Listen, can you be in Crayonsmith from now on"? How did you feel about that? Did you jump at the chance?
Yeah, pretty much. I was always a fan of his music, as much as it pains me to pay him a compliment. So yeah,
there's a counterbalance coming up now.
So I moved up to Dublin about a year and a half ago. And just at the same time, Ciaran was kind of getting stuff together for like a new album, and kind of asked me to get involved. And I was really happy to do it.
I mean, were you at the stage where you really wanted to do something new musically, or I mean, did it come at the right time for you, or did it kind of come out of the blue?
It came at a good time.
We'd been like meeting up for years. Like anytime I'd go to Cork or visit, we'd always meet up for a coffee and just, what do you listen to? What do you like? You know, and we found that we were kind of meeting. On the same page and a lot of different things. Yeah,
and I guess at the time, we were kind of just talked a good bit about it before we actually played anything as well, just kind of saying what we wanted to do, kind of like just for writing kind of songs and kind of sounds and that kind of stuff, and different, not influences that we'd rip off per se, but like kind of starting points.
You heard it here first.
Well, coming from the same kind of starting point and then going off and just trying to write good songs, then really
I think it's a big part of the process. Like the same with Richie, like it's just hanging out, listening to music and finding, and like if you can like agree on 6 of 8 things, and then that other person brings the 2 things that you don't naturally, and it's and that is your starting point.
Did that really so change the dynamic and the energy of Crayonsmith for yourself then?
Different way of working. It's starting in a band room as opposed to starting in a bedroom and arriving with the song. And it's you get, like, if you get a minute's worth out of a new song, and then you go, right, let's not kill ourselves, record it, take the MP3 home, and then move on to something else. You're
working on the follow-up to White Wonder, so it's like a new team really. Obviously you're at the core of the first strands as well, Stay Loose and White Wonder, but can you tell me about where you are in the album process at the moment? What stage are you at with the new album?
So we are coming close to finishing it now. It's we've been working in the last year on about 18 different songs, and it's kind of like, right, knowing what's not working, and right, we'll decide on these 12 or 10, and just finishing off, like there's 1 or 2 to kind of fine tune, I guess, and then we look at recording. Like we'd like to just kind of do a recording across 3 days, I suppose, as opposed to half and half, isn't that kind of it?
Yeah,
all in one block, like, so it's just getting everything ready for that. So it's like practice on a weekly, writing on a weekly basis, take an MP3 home with a session, and we're all like, what about this, email suggestions and stuff, and then take those suggestions back to the
I think it's just kind of taking time over each song, to making sure that like each song is as good as it can be,
Just like keep suggesting things until you've nothing more to suggest. That it's all that it's all in there, like. Like that Sideways song is an example of
that took a while. Like, it started off as something completely different, and we almost kind of got thrown away almost at the start, because it was a totally different, there was one riff in the song that was pretty cool, but the rest of it wasn't really working. So then we kind of changed it around, and over like months it became like the finished song, which is completely different.
You'd leave it, go on to something else, and figure that one out, and then you go, oh, through doing that, we know what to do with the other one now, and bring that through. And that is like the new process of just writing less and just bringing suggestions, and then the two lads react to that then or something, you know.
And so we'll really get to hear, we obviously got to hear some of it at the Community of Independence tonight, and we've got a clip of Sideways coming up in a little bit as well. But how do you feel about the fundraiser as well for the album that's going to happen on the 20th of July? Are you quite excited about that night? I mean, what does that really mean for you? Is that kind of like the apex of where you are at the moment, that you're heading towards that particular date?
I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Yeah, it's our first Dublin headline, isn't it?
Yeah. We kind of share the headline with Elk, but I mean, share the gig, but yeah.
With the 7-inch launch. Yeah, down for it. It's just and playing the Community of Independence was. I think we played to a lot of people we hadn't played before.
Yeah.
And it was just it felt good play like and it's like Wayne's an amazing drummer, and it's to have that energy behind you, and with Richie as well, like it's far more. For me, it's far more visceral. Yeah. You know.
Well, it was great chatting to you. I can't wait to hear the album, and I hope everybody really gives a lot of money to the fundraiser as well, because it's always good to help out bands and to really feel that you're part of the process as well for bands. So I'm looking forward as well to seeing this live performance of Sideways from the Community of Independence night. And best of luck with the new album and everything, guys.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.